Hello everybody, welcome to Mantel Farm here on YouTube. In this video we make a trip to Roger's out apiary to have a look at some signs to look out for if you've already lost your hives over winter. So let's take a look.
All ready for the off then?
We're ready for the off.
Well, this was, we thought we'd show people some of the sort of obvious, or not so obvious, signs of what's happened when they, you know, various things have happened to you when your bees have died out in the winter. So this one, although it's a full-size modified commercial box, it only had 6 frames in it. With, you know, a new queen and bees and that. So this was one of the first ones that I found had starved. I came round at the beginning of December to put fondant on, and this one had already managed to die of starvation. And
yes, you see the bees there.
so you can see that these are typical bees that have died of starvation. They're clustered on the frames, and a lot of them are really head down in the frames.
Oh yeah, look, I can see that. You can see that the tails are poking out of the actual cells, can't you?
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's that one, which is frame. That white stuff is actually some of the fondant that I put on there before I realised they'd gone. Because it was not a very nice day, and I just put it on and actually they'd only just, oh no, I remember, they'd only just died. Obviously they were still shiny and bright, and I thought they might, if I warmed them up and fed them, I thought they might be savable.
Yeah.
So I took them all home, sealed up the box and took them home, and had them in my bedroom for a couple of days to see if I could hear any humming coming out. And when it didn't, I decided actually it was too late.
Yeah.
Traditionally, we give our bees fondant on Christmas Eve as a Christmas present.
Yeah.
And this was right at the beginning of December. Well, the bees had been flying quite strongly up until then.
Yeah.
But obviously there was nothing for them to actually collect, no nectar to bring back.
Yeah.
So they're flying and they're eating food.
And expending it,
But
taking energy.
they're not being able to bring anything back. So,
No.
you know, basically they just, the queen has obviously stopped laying, and they've then died of starvation. This one has died, and they're actually robbing it out at the moment, so there's still a few bees around. Yeah, so I mean that one,
So they've got stores. They did have stores, didn't they?
I think it was Varroa, but there's also mouse damage,
Yeah.
which you know, upsets them.
Yeah.
Again, there's stores there, but that's all mouse damage on the comb down there. I think I decided that this one was basically upset by the mice. You know, there's a lot of stores on that one.
So certainly, we can definitely rule starvation.
Yeah,
out
well,
cold.
it certainly want starvation.
Is it one of those leopard? What are they?
It's a leopard slug.
It's a leopard slug, isn't it? Yeah.
You can see the patterning on its back. There's a lot of slug poop on the sides of the box down there, particularly at this time of year, and it sort of later in the spring. They get in the hive in the winter when it's slightly warmer, and they get in for that.
Yeah.
And then in the spring they'll actually eat some of the brood.
Oh really? Gosh. So just because you see bees going in and out of a hive
doesn't mean it's still all right. Okay, now then, that's been attacked by mice as well. There was some honey over here. You can tell there's sort of all these bits of scruffy cappings, and the where the cells have been opened, they're really rough.
Yeah.
Whereas the bees that live there would leave them like this.
Yeah.
But here we go. This is what you get with Varroa. You get these last few bits of brood still sealed, and then the bees that are sort of getting halfway out with their tongue hanging out. Again, you got more here. There's one there, and there's one there with its tongue out. But they're sort of, the cappings have been sort of broken, but they're not. Yeah, the bees just haven't made it. So that's Varroa.
And that's Varroa, however you say it.
Oh, yeah, Varroaosis. Anyway, this one
is a mystery.
I think is a bit of a mystery. Well, it's a bit of a mystery to me.
Right.
Obviously, people are open to making suggestions if they want to. This was a colony of really nice bees.
Oh, we took the frame, didn't we, from these?
Yeah.
Was it last year? Yeah. The queen cell on it.
They were really nice bees, really nice. Well, the queen was a bit small. She was small enough to trot through the queen excluder, but you know, there were.
Aside from that,
they were really lovely bees. They never attacked anybody, as far as I know. But I was a bit worried they might not make it through this winter because the queen was getting on a bit.
It was a huge colony at the start of last year, though, wasn't it? When we came and had a look. It was
yeah,
bustling then.
Yeah, quite busy. Yeah, it was busy. And I had multiple brood chambers on here. But right, so this is again. This is obvious robbing. You know, the sort of torn away cell walls and cappings all over here.
Yeah.
This, I think, was the original problem. I think this was probably wasps in the autumn.
Yeah.
Because what happened with this lot was that they were quite busy, and then all of a sudden they weren't. We've got a big patch of what looks like perfectly normal sealed brood.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit dotty, but it's there. It's quite a big patch. And again, on that side,
no tongues poking out.
There's a couple there that are trying to get out, and they both got their tongues extended. So I mean, Varroa might have been a problem as well.
Yeah.
But you don't normally get that big a patch of brood. With Varroa, there's a lot less, and there are more emerging bees dead.
Yeah.
Which kind of points me towards they were possibly demoralised by wasps, so they abandoned the brood.
Yeah.
And as I say, this from there on, I mean, that's quite a heavy frame. There's a lot of food in that still. But yeah, that one's a bit of a mystery. And as I say, I've tried to sort of work out what it possibly is, but I'm not sure. But I think that's what happened. I think that the bees were sort of driven off the brood in those two frames, and the bees actually retreated to a corner over here, abandoning that brood because of, I think, wasps robbing them out.
Thank you for watching our video here on YouTube. Don't forget to comment if you've got any opinions, questions or suggestions for future videos for us, and please subscribe for future video updates here on YouTube.